Okay, so the starting podcast, this is live commentary because second channel, I don't care about quality, but I kind of do. But anyway, that's not the point. Okay. Podcasts. So I'm making two podcasts. That's right, two podcasts. One of them is for the second channel, one of them's for the main channel. They may sort of intersect depending on the style and stuff, but generally one on the second channel, one on the main channel. Make sure you subscribe to both if you don't want to miss them. But anyway, I've got the names of them. You guys are gonna love the names, okay? So technically, we had episode 1 of the main channel podcast, which is sort of like Fall Guys discussions, usually with other content creators or like people within the community. Why is there nowhere to go of this full tilt? So that podcast is going to be called Doge's Fallcast, which I know is quite like a generic name. That isn't like a funny pun, but there you go. Doge's Fallcast. We've got episode 1, which was talking to Stentric. And then episode 2, I don't have a plan for it yet, but it's going to be in a few weeks. We'll see what it ends up being. Probably something about voting or something, I don't know. But yeah, and then the second channel podcast, or mostly second channel, if something fits the description, then it could be on the main channel if it's like 4 Guys related, but it's going to be Doge's Random Rants, and it could be 4 Guys related, or it could just be anything. I'll describe it a bit more. Okay, now we're speed sliding into into talking about this. That was so unfunny. Okay, so Doge's Random Rant is just gonna be mainly me talking. There's probably not gonna be anyone else on it, so that's why it's sort of a second channel thing. Like it might not be as good. Like I can just say that outright. It might not be as like. I mean, it might be funny. It might be fun to listen to. You might hear some stuff you agree with, and some of it might be Fall Guys related. You guys know I love my rant videos on my main channel sometimes about like voting and issues like that. So, oh my god, I could rant about that skill issue for a while. So yeah, that's what that's gonna be. And am I actually not gonna qualify? Am I actually gonna have to play another game for this video? Oh man. Alright, we got coming together round 1. So, Doge's Random Rants, that is pretty self-explanatory. Like, I can rant about anything, and I already have a plan for the first one. I am going to record that soon, and that will be out on Saturday, which is cool. Saturday the 9th of September, so in case you're watching this in the future, it could already be out. But why are you watching this in the future? Whatever. Okay, yeah, so that's self-explanatory, but then what about Doge's Fallcast? That is a lot more vague. I mean, Random Rants is vague too, but like that's kind of a point. It's just gonna be me complaining about whatever, just ranting about whatever. Usually by myself, I could invite some people onto that. I don't know. If it's Fall Guys related, I could get like another Fall Guys content creator. Okay. That's established. But then what about Doge's Forecast? What can you expect from that? Okay, so if you watched my the first episode of Doge's Fallcast when it was like it wasn't named that, I wasn't really planning on necessarily doing more, because quite honestly I was expecting that to do badly the first episode, but the first episode was with Stentric. It was just talking about the future of Fall Guys, you know, with the Summer Breeze update. You guys probably know, if you're watching the second channel, you probably watch the main channel. If not, respect to you for randomly clicking on this, I guess. But yeah, we discussed that a lot in like 90 minutes or so. That was like really like unplanned. We just sort of talked a lot. It was really like freeform, just it was really good, honestly, and a lot of people enjoyed it. Just me and Centric talking about that. So, alright, fan flingers. So, yeah, about the forecast, that is going to be like a really random variety. So if you've seen that with Stentric, us talking about the update, that's the sort of thing you can expect, but it is sort of going to be, it's going to have more variety to them, okay? So most of it, I might do some solo ones, right? But mostly it is going to be like inviting guests from the Fall Guys community or Fall Guys content creators, anything like that. So if there's anyone you'd like to see, you can comment below, or any ideas for either podcast, because, I mean, that's helpful. I want to know what you guys want to see, and I'll credit you if I use your idea. If I remember. This is a clean fan flingers room so far, wow. But yeah, the other things I'm thinking of is it could be like interviews with content creators, It could just be talking about certain topics, or it could just be like talking about Fall Guys, maybe playing duos with like another content creator. We just chat. I don't know. That could be fun. Like, I know that isn't like necessarily a podcast, but if it's got like minimal editing and we're just talking about whatever and just having like Fall Guys duos in the background, I think that would be interesting. Alright, don't know why I have to play tail tag, but you get the point about the Fallcast, right? I mean, both of them are sort of like really, there's a lot of variety that can go on there. Like, obviously, random rants. I can rant about anything. Like, I can rant about this. Like, this could also work for the forecast, but like, I could rant about the being able to stand on this. Why hasn't this been fixed? Why am I like bouncing? What is this? I could rant about that. That's perfectly fine, and I could rant about... I mean, I already have an idea for the first rant. I might as well spoil it. I'm going to rant about YouTube and being a YouTuber. I'm going to act like it's the most terrible thing, and I'm just going to talk about the terrible things and not talk about the positives. Now, I'll talk about the positives, but that's the sort of thing you can expect. Some of it will be Fall Guys. If I just want to do like a sort of lower effort, just rant, just get stuff out there. Because honestly, talking with Centric about the future of Fall Guys, that was really sort of relieving to do. Just talk about that whole thing. And I know that obviously the full cast is more suited to that than Doge's random rants. But you know, if I just want to if I just want to rant just by myself, just sort of low effort, minimal editing, then I can just do that. And am I actually going to lose this tail tag? Nope, I'm not. I would never. Alright, Jump Showdown final. And I guess there isn't like too much to talk about, because like the podcast, like the names sort of speak for themselves, and I've sort of already explained, like there is a lot of like variety and like fluidity that can be in these. There can be like interviews, there can just be like solo stuff, there can be ranting, there can be really anything. I've discussed the possibilities, and again, I've already asked, but I'm going to ask again. If you have any ideas, anything you'd like to see, comment, because that's helpful. But yeah, the schedule for the podcast, right? I need to jump over there. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't want to end up like that guy, but I might have to do a bar jump now. Uh-oh. This might be the end. Oh god, yeah, okay. So yeah, so the schedule for the podcast, right? I'm going to do it for the first 4 weeks. It's going to be every Saturday. So this Saturday, random rants. Next Saturday, Fallcast. And then for Saturday after that, random rants. And Saturday after that, it's going to be Fallcast. So for the first 4 weeks, it's going to be weekly. So bi-weekly for each, like, podcast. That I can't keep that up forever, probably. That's why I'm only promising the first 4 weeks. They might just go to a random schedule after that. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how everything goes, but you get the point for that, right? So yeah, I'm sure you'll enjoy this podcast if you've just watched this video, because this video is like really like freeform, just talking, and obviously it's talking about a podcast. Having a podcast about this would be quite meta, and it'd be hard to stretch this to more than the 9 minutes we're currently on. But yeah, if you've watched this, then I think the podcast style really suits you. I think you'll enjoy, especially random rants, but like really both of them. Really both of them I think you'll like. Good job, Neandroid there. Alright, yeah, that's the end. We're done talking about this now, but yeah, I'm excited to let you all hear the podcast, let you all see them, let you all watch them, let you all give your feedback, let you all have your ideas, whatever else. I'm excited for all that, and we got level 50, cool. And also, this won't get away in the way of normal content. I'm still like trying to speed that back up. We're still trying to get that back. Yeah, I've talked enough. I'll leave some videos on screen if you want to watch more stuff from me. Bye.